Hey guys, I'm the Annihilator, and this is a tutorial pretty much showing off how you make your own custom item wheel hacks, because I did get a lot of people asking me, well, how do you do this and stuff, how'd you make yours? And I got these requests like a long time, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm really sorry that I could not do it. I was busy like making codes such as, the perfect time freeze, and now I'm working on anti-star proof items and stuff. That code's still in progress, but whatever. So this is basically showing off how you make your own custom item wheel hacks. Now the first thing you want to do, these two codes right here. Okay, this one has to be at the top of the item hack, this one has to be at the bottom. If you don't have them, not gonna work. So you're gonna have to do this first. The next step, okay, is where I know this is really simple, okay. Next step, you're just gonna do like the base of the code, just 2834 controller values. Why, we'll get into that later. Why values, we'll get into that later. And then the next line, this line's going to be the same for every item you use. F and then 0, 0, 0, 0. W, by the way, is a value. It's not actually part of the code. Because I actually did get, I'll explain that later. So this line's going to be the same thing, except it's E, and then that's a V value, and then pretty much the end of any basic code, which is this. Not the end of any basic code, but like this is just them. Alright. So once you do this, just copy and paste it how many times you want it. Like, let's say, I'm going to say, for example, like, I want like 5 items, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. There we go. Alright. So you have your 5 items right here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6, but whatever. It's just that there are 2 things I'm going to show off here, that's why. So after you've done this, you're going to want to fill in your controller values. I use Wii-Wheel and Nunchuck, so I'm going to go 1462. And I'm going to do that for every single one. 1462. This could be a lot easier if you just do it all in the beginning. But, well, I just like showing things off in detail. So, 462. And this should also be 1462. Okay, so after you've done that, ignore the Y values for now, because those things, we're going to just get into that stuff later. Now just fill in your button activators. I'm going to say, for example, up, down. By the way, I did memorize most of the button activators. Say right, and we'll say this one's B and up, and this one is B and down. Okay, so you've done that. Now this is where everything gets really annoying, and this is pretty much the hardest part of it. In my opinion, it's the hardest part of making the button activators. You're going to want to go to calculator, and so you have your calculator. Make sure it's on programmer. Mine already was, because I did do 2 takes of this before, because the point is that stuff got in the way while I was making the other 2 takes. So hopefully this time it will go by fine. Okay, so you have your calculator right here. Make sure that's on hex, because you're going to need that. Okay, so the one thing you're going to want to do is you're going to go to FFFF, which is pretty much the highest thing you can have on, but pretty much this is the highest VR amount, which is guessed, but I'm not talking about VR now. So the point is, you're going to want to do this FFFF minus your button activator, which is 8. Then you're going to get this FFF7. That is your Y value, okay? So once you do that, just go here and type in FFF7. So that's your Y value. Do that for the rest of them. So it's 4, so you're going to do it. You're going to do FFFF minus 4. FFFB, okay. And then 2 would be D, so that would be FFFD. By the way, I'm doing most of these in my head because, well, I can kind of tell, because the highest would be FFFF, then minus 1 would be E, and then minus 2 would be D, so yeah. Yeah, I'm really nerdy, just, if you don't... I am a pretty nerdy person. So 408, so that would be FFFF minus 408 equals FBF7, okay. Oops. I already memorized it, so FBF7. Oops. And knowing that this is FBF7, if 04 is FB, then 0404 would be FBFB. So I'm just gonna put that in FBFB. Okay, so now you've done pretty much everything that's necessary. You've done all the hard parts. Now to probably one of the more easier parts of it. Oops, this is supposed to be W values, but whatever. Okay. So now you're going to go to your W values, and these are pretty much any item you want. we'll get into the V values after I finish this part up. So, anyways, oh right, they're missing a few items. I know 10 is triple green shell. 10 equal triple green shell. I know 11 is triple red shell. Triple red shell. And I think I don't know what 12 is. I know 13 is triple bananas though. And 14 is nothing. So after you've done this, apparently it wasn't complete for some reason. So you've done this whole part right here. Now, the next thing I want to do is pretty much we'll just take any random item. We'll take, for example, we'll take blue shell, because blue shells are my favorite items on Mario Kart Wii, because that's what I hit people most with. So we'll say I want blue shell to be up, so 7, and because that's what the W values was for blue shell is 7. Next, we'll say for down, let's say I want a star, so that's 9. So I'm going to go up here, I'm going to go here, I'm going to type in 9. Now, for the next one, I want bob-ombs, so that's 6. By the way, those of you guys have been asking me, it's called a bob-omb, not a bomb. I mean, I know I'm being really nerdy right now, but still. And the next one, we'll say I want... by the way, that's supposed to be called thundercloud, but whatever. Let's say I want lightning, so that's going to be 8. 8. Now the last one's going to be a little bit different. I do not want anything, I just want a triple line. Triple. So I want triple red shells. So that's going to be 11. So by the way, if it's triple items, it's going to be like, it's not going to be like that, but you can just take out 1 0 and just put in 11. So now to the V values. V values are the most simple thing of all, okay? If it's a triple item, it's 3. If it's not a triple item, it's 1. If it's one item and you do triple, it will freeze, okay? That's pretty much it. So this is blue shell, that's 1. This is star, so that's also going to be 1. This bob-omb should be 1. Now, I know that some people have tried actually doing bob-omb and they put 3 so that they can get like triple bombs. That's not how that code works, okay? The triple bomb code, that's not how that works. I will show that off. Actually, I'll talk about that later. No. So 1 lightning. Now this one is simple. This one you're going to put 3 instead of 1 because it's triple red shells. If you put a triple item and you put 1, it'll just be 1 item floating around your cart. Like let's say you do triple green shell, it will just be 1 green shell rotating around your, cart, bike, whatever you use. Okay. So now that you got that out of the way, I'm going to talk about the triple bombs thing. Triple bombs is actually a triple red shell code modification. So if you go to like bombs and you put in 3, it's not going to work. That's not how that code is done. There is a code that changes triple red shells to triple pretty much triple any item, and it makes the drop items code not freeze basically, because you can like pretty much drop bullet bills, drop stars, drop you can't drop blue shells. Blue shell, if you drop blue shell, will freeze. You can drop lightning, you can drop golden mushrooms, you can drop power blocks, thunderclouds, bullet bills, whatever. And that's a modification hack. It's not one of these. So if you want to do that, go ahead. And that's a safer way to drop items, because even if an item hits it, it will just disappear. It's not going to freeze. And this has been tested out. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So after you do that, everything else is relatively simple. Just delete the lines in between, like that. And that's pretty much the item hack for you. Then you put this in the code manager, and that's pretty much it. By the way, to deactivate the item hack, or put hacks away as I like to call it, some of you guys actually start using that, put hacks away. It's clever. So if you want to put hacks away, there's a separate code for that. If you guys really want it that badly, I guess I can private message it to you. It's not that big of a code either. So triple mushroom, by the way, this should be V equals 3 for some reason. So yeah, so that's pretty much how you make your own item wheel hack. Hopefully you guys will actually use this instead of copying the codes off of sites. And this basically makes it a lot easier, because you don't have to copy any codes whatsoever except for these 2 ones on the bottom, because, well, pretty much this one and the other one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. By the way, the item that's in between this and this, pretty much the the code that's right here, the ending code, and this code should not have the E000, you know, the splitting, the ending of the line, because if you do that, then this part of the code is not going to work, because this part actually is used for, you know, the item firing and whatnot. So if you have this line, just take it out. If it's there, just take it out still. And then after you do that, that's pretty much the item wheel hack for you. And you basically made your own custom item wheel hack, and you can use it online, and it works anywhere. So I'd like to thank you guys all for watching, and see you guys all in the next video, which is going to be the online hack races, because I will be going on really shortly. Alright, see you guys then.